Hey everybody, so to answer the title question right here up at the very top, yes, 100% the US should get a unrated extended cut of the upcoming After film adaptation when it finally comes out on DVD Blu-ray, either in June, July, August, whenever it ends up doing it, it'll probably be out around that area. Um, and mainly because it's looking more and more like the rumors are true that the U.S. is getting a very different cut than internationally. Um, Now, one of the main things that was talked about when one of the producers, Jennifer Gibgot, came out to talk about how like why is the U.S. getting a different cut? What's the difference between the U.S. She said that the test audience revealed that there was too much sex. That the test audience complained that there was too much sex. Now, I kind of halfway mentioned it in a video I made talking about or reacting to the English language version of the clips. I hope I said it during the rant about the rating, um, which this video is not going to turn into a rant. This video is not going to be about a rant. But do you want to know what I think that they meant when they said too much sex? I think personally for me, and if anybody involved in the production finds this video, jump down to the comment section, tell me I'm wrong because I'm hoping I am. Anybody who was involved in the test screening process, leave a comment, let me know how wrong I am. I hope I am, but I think it's because of female sexuality, because this film is dealing with female sexuality. I think that really is the reason why that's pretty much like the less nicer term for too much sex, in my personal opinion. Um, because when you look at movies, TV, books, whenever they are dealing with sexuality, it usually is told from the guy's perspective. It usually is a shot from the guy's perspective. It's all about the male pleasure as opposed to her. It is nice to see that a few movies and television shows are kind of changing, and books have started to do this too. But there's still few and far between. For every Outlander, there's about 50 million other things out there where it's just the same old, same old. And for anybody who does see the overseas cut, because somebody did say to me or did write down in the comments that like France is getting like 5 sex scenes, whereas the U.S. is getting one. Just do me a favor. If you see the more explicit cut of the movie, let me or leave a comment and just answer the simple question. In all of those scenes, how many times does it look like the camera is mainly focused on her? How the camera is mainly focusing on her pleasure? How many times does it look like the implication is, because again, I'm pretty sure they can't graphically show this, but how many times does it look like the implication is that he is going down on her? That he is pleasuring her. How many times does it do that? Because it would not surprise me if those scenes have that in common. If all the scenes that got cut have that in common. Because unfortunately, female sexuality, female pleasure is still sadly a taboo subject. It's still a subject that we are definitely uncomfortable with as a country. We are definitely uncomfortable with as a nation. I think very wrongly. I think that it's been proven time and time again that women enjoy sex. That that it's not just. I mean that we should not just have this idea in our heads. And I know like some people are like shut up, shut up, shut up. But like we shouldn't just have it in our heads that that women have to be this one way and have to have this very prudish, very, we have to, keep the women pure and, like, oh, they can't like sex or, oh, you must be a slut if you enjoy sex. Because we are still very much in that mind frame But again, this is a very, for the most part, this book is very sex positive in terms of a lot of the sex scenes in this book. It is very sex positive. It is mainly told from her. It is told from her perspective. It is told from her pleasure, and I just hope to God I'm wrong that that's what too much sex is code for, because that's what it feels like to me personally. That's what too much sex means. In terms of why they had to cut it down to a PG-13, which if that is true, and I'm not going to say it because I'm not going to sit here and say who I think was in those test screenings, because I don't want to get hurt here. I don't want to get people get their boxers in a twist if I dare to say who I think was in these test screenings who said there's too much sex. Um, I wanted a real version of this movie. I did not want to be sitting here talking about this. I did not want to be sitting here fretting over the fact of, oh, how is this movie going to look? Is this movie going to look like a Frankenstein monster once it gets here to the US? Because again, if you watch any of these videos, you know how excited I am for this thing. You know that I did the read-throughs for this thing. I mean, like I said, you know how excited I am for this thing, and I have annoyed my theaters to death, asking like every other day, hey, have you guys heard anything about this? Are you going to get it? 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 And just in the past couple of days, I've just felt that hype just sort of go down for me a little bit, mainly because of all these discussions, all of these talks that oh, overseas is going to get like a real version of the movie, but we're going to get like the like the clean cut TV version of this film. And I really hope to God that I am dead wrong. I hope that I am dead wrong, that too much sex is code for oh, it dared to show female sexuality, female pleasure. I hope that that's not what too much sex means, but it really is starting to feel like that, especially if they were accurate to the book, because she's always pleasured first in the book. It's always about her pleasure first and foremost in the book, and that's one of the things that I really do applaud. I really do applaud about the book. I was hoping to applaud about the movie, but I have a sickening feeling that the only scene that is going to survive the U.S. Cut is because they said like one person said like, oh, the U.S. is getting like one sex scene, overseas is getting 5. It would never surprise me if the only scene that survives is the losing of the virginity sequence, and that's about it. Um, like I said, if you have been involved in any of the test screenings for this film here in the US, if you are somebody involved in the production who finds this video and feels that I'm dead wrong, or you kind of want to defend yourselves against anything that I'm saying, leave a comment down below. Let's start a debate. Prove me wrong. But yeah, the more that I think about it, the more that I am very much in the realm of too much sex equals female sexuality and pleasure. That's what too much sex means. That's what's been cut from this film. So jump down to the comment section below. Let me know what you think. Sound off, what your feelings are about this. Am I completely off basis in anything that I'm saying here? Leave a like, leave a subscribe. I'll see you later, after Naders. Let's hope for the best, guys.